once again ask you, how did it all start? When were you posted there? And when did you start investigating what was happening inside the prison?
I was posted in January. I was on sanctioned leave, and after my sanctioned leave got over, I joined on 23rd of June. And in between there were some holidays. On 28th of June, I visited the prison for the first time, Central Prison, for the first time as a supervisory officer. And I noted several things. And then generally, you know, when an officer joins a new post, there would be a lot of people coming and informing about irregularities happening, especially if they have faith in you. So similarly, a few people came and met me. They said a lot of things about what is going on, not just about Shashikala, about many things happening there. And as it is, yes, they showed me certain photos and videos of differential treatment being given to Shashikala. And as it is in the media also, there was now and then a lot of news about differential treatment being given. And one incident that triggered it was on 29th, there was an assault on the chief medical officer working in the prison by a convict. And when I asked for a report, there was no report forthcoming on that incident from below. And that is the time when I decided to give it 7 working days, and after that on 10th of July I visited the prison and noted down several things, and I put that in writing.
Was it a surprise? Was it a surprise visit?
Now that was an internal report. Hello?
I said, was it a surprise visit? When you said you went in, was it a surprise visit? You just went in because you'd been hearing these stories about what was going on in the prison. Was it a surprise visit by you?
Yes, when I went in, there were a lot of things that almost corroborated what I had heard, because as an outsider I had heard a lot of things being done in jail, the irregularities happening there, and they were found to be true. And there were many of them, like one was, yes, differential treatment being given to Shashikala, and one was the ganja being supplied, because on 10th the tests were done using drug test kit for the first time. Out of there were some 25 people tested, and out of which 18 people tested positive for ganja, which means a huge percentage, which was about 70%. And no action was taken when the chief medical officer was assaulted. No action was taken on why the guards were absent there near the hospital, because if the guards were there, this incident also could have been averted. And all these incidents I noted and put it in writing. For me, it was not just Shashikala incident that was important. It was a whole lot of other things, indiscipline and irregularities happening, that was important, which I have put in a detailed report, both in my first as well as second report. Media picked it up, only one issue, that is a different thing, but there were, and I have put it in writing with evidence.
Can you tell me, you know, about the differential treatment to Shashikala? What exactly was the differential treatment to Shashikala? What was she getting? What were the facilities being provided to her? Can you tell us about it?
Look, Shashikala is not a class 1 or a class A prisoner. She is an ordinary prisoner, and now it is all over in the media and in the public domain, and there is no secret about it, or there's no secret about, it's not a secret what I am talking. And the differential treatment was that whole corridor was left completely for her to be used as her private space. Now there is overcrowding in other barracks, in other cells. In small cells there are 4 or 5 people living in a cell, and in bigger barracks there are about 30, 40 people living in, even 50 in some of the barracks. So many people staying in a barrack. Now when there is overcrowding, on one hand, the whole corridor, which measures about 150 feet in distance, which has 5 cells, that was left to her, and she stays in the middle room. She has kept her personal bedding, personal clothing across other rooms among these 5 cells, and she also exercises in a separate room in one of these 5 cells. Her room has a cot and a bed and a TV, LED TV. Now, it is in writing that TV is given to her in the it is in writing, put in writing by the jail authorities. However, the justification for giving TV is that TV is there in all other barracks, but in all other barracks there are about 50-60 people, sometimes 40 to 60 people who have to watch one TV, and here it is one person, one TV. And the other barracks, there are old TVs, box type TVs, and most of them are not running because sometimes the channel bills are not paid, or remote is not working. Sometimes the TV itself is not working. Those things are not looked into. Whereas in this, for this lady, it's one brand new LED TV given. It's a small one though, but it's a new LED TV where she can watch all the channels. And that apart, she gets cooked food separately, whatever she wants. There is a common kitchen, but food is cooked separately for her. Whatever she wants, she gets cooked. It's not always lavish, but it's always whatever she wants, like even as simple as rice porridge or a soup and so on. That is again a differential treatment because this facility is not available to other prisoners. And then she meets the visitors in a separate room, which is on the first floor of the office building, where other offices are there, office of other jail officers. And this room has curtains, and it has a revolving chair, it has a table, it has some other chairs to sit, 3-4 other chairs. There is no other document kept in this room. Now, how is this to be corroborated is, now common visitors, I mean all the prisoners, they meet visitors in a common gallery, and there is always a mesh separating the visitors from the prisoners. And on the prisoner's side there is camera number 7, and on the prisoner side there is camera 6, and visitor side there is camera 7. So, if you take account of who has visited Shashikala on various dates, that is always maintained in the register. So, if you take these details and take the video recordings of these cameras, you will not find her picture there or that of her visitors, because she does not meet them there, she meets them in this separate room. Of course, there is no CCTV put in the room where she meets them, but this can be corroborated by the fact that in the common visitors gallery, her picture is not to be found in any of the dates when she meets her visitors. This is again a differential treatment, and when asked why she meets them separately here, one answer that was given by the jail officers was for security reasons. Now, if that is a reason good enough, they should have put this in writing and informed to the court, saying that she has security reasons, security issues, and therefore these differential treatment will be given to her. But that was not put in writing, and it just continued without the notice of the court.